Hello, I hope you are well. Let's answer some questions. Let's answer some political questions. All right, get out my little bit of paper here. I hope you are doing okay. I really want everyone to be all right. All right, today is the 18th. Okay. So, took care of those, and we're here. All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you are well. And anyone who's new here, we usually spend the first 10 minutes or so getting questions together. I answer your questions. If you have a question, do try to put it in all caps, because a lot of people talk to each other during the chat, and if it's in all caps, then I'm more likely to sort of catch sight of it. So catch sight of what you're asking. So we have the best, bar none, we have the best moderators on YouTube, probably the internet itself, and who literally make this possible. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. Wow, I missed a lot with Johnny's stream. I left after 2+ hours. Oh, I didn't see it. But Johnny is such a sweetheart. When will Bernie Sanders bow out of the campaign? I can ask. Tarot isn't good with when, but it might be better if. Will China stop all imports to the U.S.? Excellent question. Okay. Will China stop? Here, let me plug this in. Sometimes it helps, that fan on my good old computer. It'll help that work, so it'll stop and I can unplug it. All imports to the U.S. Okay, let me go back. Did I miss something? Imports, exports, exports. I know what you meant. Either or. Imports, exports. Bernie has pulled all of his Facebook ads. Okay. Will they cancel the rest of the primaries? The primaries. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, what else we got here? McConnell trying to get judges to retire so he can get new ones confirmed. McConnell. Will McConnell get SCOTUS judges to retire? Okay, and I'm probably going to do a bunch of 5-card readings, and then if there's more information, I'll do more from that rather than my super overloaded Celtic. Hang on, is Trump getting ready to quit? Okay, is Trump getting ready to quit? And will people... Okay, Aletha, or Aletha, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, is asking, will actual people get bailed out financially over the big businesses? Let me grab another piece of paper. over than or and. I think I imagine there's going to be more of an and, but I mean, think of all the Republicans in charge. Oh, that spiritual advisor of Trump's who's demanding money. Is she delusional, evil, or both? Oh, what is her name? Trump's spiritual advisor. Asking for money. You guys have such great questions today, too. Asking for money. Delusional, evil. Linda, I agree that McConnell's just got to go, period. Oh, not just SCOTUS. And Wondering Eyes, over here I go actually by the name Autumn, but Amber's a good name. I like it. McConnell trying to get judges to retire. Okay, so I'll just do that. SCOTUS and otherwise. People bailed out over big business. And I'm going to see. I've just given up on trying to write all the questions in here when I'm done. Because there's so many of them, and I'm going to try to get through as many as I can. Was the Ohio primary delayed for other reasons? I don't think so, but okay. Defense Production Act. Well, let's just read on the Defense Production Act. And you guys might, it may seem like doing the time stamping, you know, gosh, it would take 15 minutes, if that. It actually takes a long time because I've got to figure out where it starts exactly and make sure I've got all the questions worded correctly, and there are a lot of them. So please be patient with how fast I can timestamp these, but I will. I'm just going to read on the Defense Production Act in general, to be honest, if that's okay, Texicana. Who will take over to fix this after Trump leaves before the election? I don't know. Oh, Paula White. Eek. You guys are really going to make me go check on Paula White's energy, aren't you? I thought you liked me. No, I'm kidding. I'm looking. Greetings, Autumn. Hello. That's all I'm seeing so far. All right, I've got plenty of questions here, so try to get through as many of these as I can. Whew. It's feeling like a Housewives Day. Housewives or Halloween? What do you think? You tell me. Housewives or Halloween deck? I'm feeling like Housewives, but do you have a preference? Halloween, Housewives, Halloween it is. No offense to anybody who chose Housewives. Just we had a number of people say Halloween quickly, so we'll go with. Oh, now everyone's saying Housewives. Thank you, Ocean. Sorry. We'll do Housewives tomorrow. Because I'll be back here tomorrow. And we'll go over more questions, more stuff. Do a combo. There's a possibility. Good idea about Bismo. All right. So we are at about 9.5 minutes. So at 10 minutes. Yeah, I wasn't surprised by the Canada, Trump shutting the border with Canada down. I got a question on that yesterday, and I said, no, they won't do that because there are too many things that are intertwined, things that can't wait, like baby pigs, little piglets. They tend to be, then the big manufacturing, they tend to be born in Canada and then shipped to U.S. farmers to raise and slaughter. Oh, so glad I'm vegan. You can't just say, oh, we're just not going to do that. They tried it briefly after 9/11, and that went really, really badly. So they closed the border to non-essential things. So it's like, oh, okay, so that's how they got around that. So I was technically wrong that they wouldn't close it at all, but I think I kind of pushed my point. Whatever works. 10:30. Okay, 10:30. Will China stop exports from China? Okay, I'm going to turn the camera slightly. There we go. All right. Since I'm doing so many questions quickly, I have to take a minute or take a moment before each reading and see if I can reach out and find the energy that is out there in the collective. Will China? Let me reach out to China. Hello, China. Are you going to stop exporting things to the U.S.? Oh, they feel much better. They're getting better over there. The numbers are they've made past their peak of the number. They're still dealing with stuff, but they're feeling better. And they want to get back to business. They have a lot of stuff over there. They have a huge, I mean, they're the manufacturers of the world, basically, and they want to get back to that. They've got stuff, then they also have, with everything shutting down, they have backlog they need to get rid of to get everything up and going again. All right, we have got 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, we have the Magician, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the 9 of Swords. So in these 5-card readings, sometimes it goes left or right, sometimes it's right to left, which makes sense to me because I'm left-handed, but quite often the center is kind of the central card in meaning as well as just physically being the center. And it feels like they want to make it work. Take the control back and let's do this. Let's go. Because so they had this disappointment of, oh my gosh, this has spilled and spread, and we're going to have to deal with that, and oh my gosh. I mean, they built, have you seen the time-lapse photo of them building entire hospitals in 10 days? It's amazing. So now it's, can we get people back? Do you want some of this stuff we manufactured? Do you want some? Here, have some. Here, see, it's lovely. Here, try some. And they're concerned that the world is so locked down that, do you want a little ornament? Do you want some cocoa? You want some cookies or dog food or anything? You name it. Also notice that the moon here, this is the moon is actually okay. All right, so anyone who's trying to push the idea that we are, oh, take care, Mari. Anyone who's thinking that, this is, end times catastrophe. No. So they're trying to fix it because everything kind of did come to a standstill. And there are so many people still worried right now. But they want to get this up and going. Quickly. Huge. And they're willing to do a lot to win people over, to convince people to trade with them again, to not get some kind of permanent bad reputation. So that's what I'm getting. 4, will China stop importing to the U.S.? Okay, it is about 14:30. Will they cancel the rest of the primaries? The primaries in the U.S., the Democratic primaries. I assume Democratic primaries, considering the Republican primaries are just kind of they're not really even worth mentioning. All right. Will they cancel the rest of the Democratic primaries because of this crisis? They cancel the rest of the Democratic primaries because of this crisis. DNC, well, and other election boards, I'm reaching out there to that energy. And the primaries, Trump doesn't need to worry. Like I mentioned at the beginning, it's him. Any, Weld or whoever else who was trying to primary him. Yeah. No. What I'm getting is right now there was even a great video of a woman in, I think it was in New York somewhere, who people were walking around in the street and she just started chanting, "Flatten the curve, go home, flatten the curve, go home." Go home, go home. And trying to get people to act reasonably, work together, not just for their own self-interest. This is higher wisdom, using your higher wisdom, but there's also a little element, it feels like there's a little element of chaos, because we're trying to get hold of things, we're trying to work it out, it's trying to get it going. But here's the thing. America, that's my card for America. They really want to get rid of Trump. These actually feel like votes or letters to like Biden or, does anybody have Obama's phone number kind of thing. And it's, oh, yes, I should come back and, you should elect me again. It's like, no, and even the cat's like, yeah, you can go now. So America really wants to get rid of him, and this is things getting better. You have a whole bunch of, I get cups, which is ghosts in this deck, a whole bunch of Democrats who are pulling around one leader. So, all right, so that's what I'm getting. That right now it's everything's kind of discombobulated. But do not underestimate how much people want to vote. So, and along with that, actually, let me ask my own question here. It is 18 minutes. And 18 minutes here. Will we go to national availability of mail-in votes? Will we go to national availability of mail-in votes? Okay, back to reaching out for the energy of election boards. Mainly election boards, government. See, I'm reaching out to the government, to the kind of changes they're going to make, and I honestly, it feels like a few months down the road. It feels clearer. It feels like the sun comes out. It's like everything's like packed together like cotton wool. It's all crunched together, and then it all frees up, or traffic where it's all kind of snarled up, or it comes to a standstill, but then after a while it starts moving, and then it just like you get like around the block, and you just, you kind of floor it like to 100 miles an hour, but floor it as in let's get moving. That's what it feels like. All right, but let's look at, will we go to a national mail-in, the ability to have nationwide of mail-in voting. So that we never have to worry about this again. Okay, Four of Wands. Well, that feels like election day, but is that people working together, or is that people having to celebrate? It feels like they're celebrating, but there's a small party, big party. Let's see. Well, right now, the country's kind of come to a standstill in many respects. Oh, there's the government. Whew. Apparently I'm tapped into some energy with some serious, heavy spiritual currents to it, because I've got 3 major arcana in a row. There's the Knight of Wands, getting moving, and we get national mail-in voting. And actually what I'm getting is this is the situation we're in. This is not telling me about national mail-in votes. Yeah, this is America coming to a standstill. That's the government taking action. This is local as well as the Hierophant is an institution. So it can be the church, it can be a huge hospital, it can be the government, it can be a state government, a national government, it can be, the World Health Organization, whatever it is. It's an institution. And they're taking action to combat people howling at the moon. People who are just freaking out. And will this be part of it? We know they're taking action. Will this be a part of, will we be able to just vote by mail? Will everybody in the US be able to just vote by mail? Will everyone in the US just be able to vote by mail because of this? Or, yeah, because of this. The urgency it feels like the urgency, the pressure loosens up before November. King of Swords, 4 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. They will eventually, but they Swords are air signs, which, like Gemini, is the sign of communication. And it's, trying to let people still be, master of their own voting. Right now, the limitations on voting. But if they do it, they have to, it can't happen until there's stuff put in place to stop fraud, because it could lead to a lot of fraud and discord and chaos. So that's what I'm getting for that. Okay, so next. What time is it? It is about 24. All right, will McConnell get judges to retire? Can you read on the Earn It Act, where government can read all and every message and email sent? I'm afraid I have not heard of that. I wouldn't know where to start. Let me find out more about it, please. Okay. Okay, McConnell, will he get more judges to retire? Oh, good. I get to go into McConnell's energy. Where's McConnell? Hang on. Oh, sit up straight. He's feeling important, self-important. He's feeling powerful. He likes being in the trenches and winning. But are you going to try to make more judges retire, Supreme Court or otherwise? He'd love to. He's like, it's almost like a panting dog. you know, or okay, yeah, absolutely. How can I do it? I absolutely. He wants to. Will he manage? Well, that's him wanting to. That's a card of decision. It's sort of like the Justice card, but it's the Minor Arcana Justice card, where it's supposed to be a Justice's blind decision kind of thing, but it's human level. It's what he wants. There's so many Democrats in power, and it looks like Democrats are going to get more power, although he's trying not to focus on that. Okay, so I've got the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, and the Five of Cups. Is he going to try to get more judges to retire? Democrats have a surprising amount of power. Okay. And right now it's like he feels like the fortunes of the Republicans are on this wheel that's just spinning. And Trump is lying, which she's used to, but it's still, ugh. And this Hermit is him trying to find a way. But is this Five of Ghosts, is that disappointed? Is that just he's disappointed, or is that disappointed Democrats that he's able to pull more fast ones? What's breaking news? I just saw on the Moscow Mitch. I am talking about Moscow Mitch. Yes, I am. Is Moscow Mitch going to try to get more judges to retire so he can fill their spots? What did I miss? What did I miss? Anyway, is this Five of Ghosts, is that Democrats disappointed, or is that McConnell disappointed? It feels a little bit like something's about to come around the corner and hit McConnell. Well, what I'm getting is hang on. This first card was Democrats. The power, it begins with very powerful Democrats over here on the left and Republicans sticking together on the right. Okay, and I think I can put those down because that's what that is. This is him not having as much luck doing it as he wants, even though he's trying to convince people. It's also pushback from the other side because people know what McConnell's trying to do. But it's Trump, which is coming. The political swords in Trump's back. That's gonna put an end to his machinations. If that's the right word. So I don't think he's gonna have much luck. I mean, he has a little bit. He's not. It doesn't feel like he's gonna have like big. Is he gonna be able? Is he gonna be able to replace a Supreme Court judge? Is McConnell going to be able to replace a Supreme Court judge? Nope. And it's because mainly it's because Ruth Bader Ginsburg is like the, God bless that woman, she's like the liberal energizer bunny of justice. And she can plank longer than both of us, any of us. Ingram was just kicked out at Fox News. Oh, wow. Okay. He would love to take this is Supreme Court, big, huge, highest court in the land, highest position of judges. He would love to take one out, cut one off, what have you. and he could get Republicans to go along with it, but he's not going to have the opportunity. That's feels like they're matching for a reason. It's this out in the cold, and a lot of it's just because go Ginsburg. She rocks, and she's there. So okay, so we don't necessarily have to worry about that right now. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's 100%, but it feels quite likely we're good. All right, is Trump getting ready to quit? It is 30 minutes in. Why is Ingram out at Fox? Did she say something nice about Obama? Okay, 31 is... Okay, 31. Is Trump getting ready to quit? His energy is all over the place. Yeah, he doesn't make sense. You try to talk about something, and he's veering off to and off to that, and then you try to get him back on top, and he's up here, and he's down there, and he's over. It's so hard to make him stick to any thought. He's just not coherent. Is he getting ready to quit? He wouldn't think to quit. He's just going on. He's the president. He's the president. Nobody can take him out. Everybody's tried. Everybody's tried. He's just walking on. It doesn't matter who's getting hurt. It doesn't matter, he's not saving the cat, unless that cat is his money. But he wouldn't think of it. He's not getting ready to quit. He's boy, it's like, hello, focus, Donald, whoa, Donald. Republicans are protecting him. But election's coming. That's what's coming to Trump. It's the Hangman and the Ten of Swords, and that's not good. And the only reason he's still hanging on is because the Republicans have worked so hard to protect him, and that's a card of partnership, and then that's the Republicans working together and getting everybody on board. But election's coming, and there are a lot of, Biden is probably going to be the nominee, but even locally, there are a lot of good Democrats out there. So, but this is coming, and I can't wait for that. And this still feels like McConnell, other Republicans as well, but McConnell. It's getting to the point where it's kind of hard to even imagine what could possibly come out that would take Trump down, but I've always gotten the same thing. It's the money. It's the money that takes him down. That he's such a crook. That he's broken the law so many times. But Harry's mom saying, I don't think Ingram's show is canceled. Okay. All right, 34 minutes. Will people be bailed out over big business? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sorry I'm not interacting with you more. I've got lots of questions here. I want to answer as many of your questions as I can, as to the best of my ability, because I want you to be able to sleep better at night. But I also want you to know that I'm not hurrying here because the sky's falling. Oh, see, hang on. Okay, see? That's the sky. And yeah, it's just there. Yeah. Not falling. Nothing. Nope. Nope, we're good. Okay. Back to this. Okay. Okay. Will people be bailed out over big business? Look, the sky is still there. Exactly. Good. Kate Bush song, Big Sky. I love Kate Bush. Who doesn't love Kate Bush? That's the way it is here, mostly cloudy. Yep, but that's okay. All right. Will people be bailed out over big business? Yes. Yes, guides, don't laugh at me. I'm just asking the question. I know what Republicans want to do. I know what they normally do, but all right. Let me reach out toward the government. What they're planning? Who's talking about it? Ugh, Mnuchin of Versailles. Ugh. Are they going to come together? Democrats around. Are they going to come together to help people over big businesses? I've got silence in the room, like everybody's just standing there like, Oh, the economy's going to get hit pretty hard. Fair enough. People are upset. They're definitely going to help people because they're worried about people taking to the streets. They're worried about looting. They're worried about some horrible stuff. And that they can make people happy by giving them some cash. It's only going to help so much. It's still hurting the... this is 10 of Pumpkins. I get Pentacles for Republicans, and this normally 10 of Pentacles is like Trump's dynasty, his family, a big thing, but this feels like people taking turns taking rhetorical pot shots at Republicans, not literal. No violence, no violence. So they're very worried. They're not talking about it, but they are very, very worried about civil unrest. And sure, let's make them happy. Let's make sure that they get the money. But it's ultimately not going to help the Republicans. Because it will help in the short term, but in the long term, yeah, they're going to own a lot of this. A lot of this. So, that is what I'm getting for that. Okay. Oh, Paula White. Never say, I'm not good to you, that I'm not kind. Because I gotta go into Paula White's energy. Ick. Paula White. Trying to have better posture here. Paula White. Let me see if I can get her energy. Fool card is absolutely perfect. Whoa, talk about somebody who's divorced from reality. Look, I know I read tarot cards on YouTube. I know that. I know that, that doesn't make me that doesn't give me immense credibility in the wider world. But let me tell you something. I know the limitations of this. And I have always said from the beginning of this channel, even, I believe it even says, does it even say in the bottom of my description box, But this is, anybody can read on the collective. This is just a tool for reading on the collective. And, sorry, kind of around 39. I am not 100% correct. Nobody is 100% correct. But with a number of us reading, like we do here on YouTube, when people get roughly all get the same answer, that's more likely what's going to happen. Some people are better at it than others, but it's like, in a sense, I equate it to guessing the number of jelly beans in one of those big jars at the fair. And it's weird that the wisdom of the crowds, if you get enough people guessing, it averages out to a surprisingly accurate number. So yes, energy can shift, and you know, people's biases can affect things. I have to completely remove my emotions when I read on the Federal Reserve. It makes me crazy. So that's that. I know reality, fiction, spirituality. There's this, and they can affect each other. Fiction can affect the world, not just Trump's lies, but, you know, a particular movie that really grabs hold of the zeitgeist and really changes how we talk about things. And I mean, they can all affect each other, very much so. But Paula White she's taking whatever it is, hook, line, and sinker. Fudge is saying, Autumn, don't sell yourself short. You have a gift and read instinctively. Thank you, Fudge. I appreciate that. But really, you guys can do this too. Maybe I have more practice. Autumn, you would be surprised how similar your readings and a reader in Australia are. Oh, is that, okay, of course, my brain just went completely blank because I'm way down in alpha. Oh, anyway. Revealing Light. Thank you, Mims. Yes, Revealing Light. She's awesome. She's awesome. Cindy, Lena, yes. I love Lena. I mean, Marianne is great. I love Lena. Her sass. I love her sass. Okay. But, okay, we're still on Paula White. Okay. Poof. Yeah, she has bought she's bought it all. I mean, like, I'm reaching out for her energy, and it's just like, I want to like back up, because it's like, whoa, no, don't. It's like she's pointing to wallpaper, and she's like, this is the truth, this is, and I'm like, whoa, okay, it's just wallpaper. It could, you know, it has something to tell us, you know, like a trusted friend, but no, this is truth. And it's like, whoa, lady. Oh, Paula White. Is she delusional? Is she evil? How does, you know, anything to do with Trump? Is she crazy gonna hurt Trump? I don't, Four of Cups. These are the converted. These are the cult members. And I don't mean just, oh, I got a small, anyway, these are the cult members who've been completely converted. Okay, and I got a super chat. Thank you so much for that. I misspoke. I was looking at two different things, but I thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't see it. Okay, because she's on her crusade. Cult members. Get the message out. We must spread the message. We must, before you die on your souls, wow. She's not evil. And she's not being affected by any, like, she doesn't have like demons or anything like that. It's not like devils are surrounding her or leading her astray. No, this is all her doing. Oh my gosh, she has just... Yikes. Hook, line, sinker. Ugh. Jeez. Yeah. I don't think... I would be very happy if I never read on her again. Ever. Okay, let's hear about this Defense Production Act. Marianne is a sweetheart. The Orange Yeti. Intrepid viewers. And for sass, I will say I do like Kirsten Langston. I remember a live stream she did quite a while ago, but it was so funny. She was just she was like, show me this, and asking questions, and so she started reading on Trump and the White House, and she was like, show me Nazis. It was very funny. All right, Defense Production Act. All right, let me see if I can, whoops, sorry. There's a little fan that sits under my desk. I kicked it accidentally. Defense Production Act. Yeah, they're trying to invoke, I'm getting the whole, do you know the original Captain America movie? And the sequence where he's going around on stages across the country trying to get people to buy bonds. Trump's trying to invoke that spirit, which, you know, I mean, my mother she's very much susceptible to what's happening, and so I would do anything. I would do anything to help her, to make sure she's okay. But it's just the fact that Trump is talking about this, talking about self-sacrifice. Trump talking about self-sacrifice. In the war, people slept on the floors of the factories to make sure that things kept going. Trump talking about self-sacrifice. Yuck. But, okay, Defense Production Act. Is this going to help? Is this going to be a big deal? Is this, Defense Production Act. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Actually, what I got is under Democrats, I'm starting to reinstitute some of the, like, FDR stuff. But the Defense Production Act. Yeah, the wartime, not the wartime, the Great Depression building and art and... But Defense Production Act, they've been competitors. Have been pushing each other on, but this is trying to get them to work not just for themselves, which again, very weird hearing that out of Trump's mouth. He must not know what it is. Yeah, New Deal, Green New Deal, but it doesn't even feel like it's Medicare for all, and it doesn't feel like it's like it's not that all the politics go that far to the left. It's that a lot of the employment stuff comes back to try to get people working, to try to repair the economy. Yeah, repairing the economy, it's going to take some time. And luckily we are going to have Democrats in power and that's what it feels like, they're going to be in power to help. Trump is so afraid he's going to lose his base. He is so afraid he's going to lose his base. Like that'll wake him up in sweats in the middle of the night, so withdrawal if he hasn't taken anything for a while. Yep, this is going right to left. People trying to get people to work together, trying to get the corporations to not just, you know, compete against each other, but actually try to get them all in line working together. So it's like step one, get them to stop fighting each other. Step two, get them to work together. People are really, really worried. Because people are so worried, Trump is terrified he's going to lose his base. So the Defense Production Act is going to go into place and some other things like that. And this makes me feel a little bit like the Empress card, which is the card for America. But pumpkins in this deck, it's pentacles. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like America, our material situation ends up being okay. Not perfect, but okay. His base has followed him, but the hit to their 401k, they've put a lot. They've put up with a lot. Did I just see Harry's mom, who isn't, at least say that Italians are getting their act together, or they've gotten their act together? Because that would be great. That would be great. Okay, so the Defense Production Act, it's going to help. I don't have any other questions listed here, so let me just at least throw in this. Will we have New Deal? It feels like employment programs, New Deal type programs. But it doesn't, anyone who's thinking we're going to, you know, go as far left as, it doesn't feel like it's as far left as, you know, AOC and Bernie. But are we going to, say in the next, let's say in the next year, because it feels like when Democrats take over, will the U.S. have like New Deal type programs within like a year, or this, on the way to that? Will the U.S. have New Deal type employment programs or other programs? There is some. It does feel like there's some definite EPA help the environment stuff too, and hiring people to do environmental work, manual labor. People are going to be upset. Using your higher wisdom to bring people together, but right now it's also the Republicans standing in the way. Oh, party at Mar-a-Lago. We can't get anything. This feels like this is just a wall of Trump Republican energy, and the secrets the things we don't know about that are keeping them in power, and some of the underhanded, the higher wisdom in the sense of the underhanded things they've done to stay in power. That is a wall of Republicanism. So let me see if there are any more cards, because it's like that's immovable rather. I will mim after the current reading. I don't know what that was about. Will they have New Deal type programs next year, 2021, because then the Democrats would be in power. We'll make this 2021. Will we have New Deal type employment programs or that sort of thing in 2021? Oh, card of decisions, Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Eight of Cups, Lover's card again, Nine of Swords, Six of Cups. We're going to get there, but I'm just, it's gonna, I guess there's going to be a delay, because what I'm getting is trying to get things going, and then this feels almost like Trump's base being upset when, yeah, this is when Democrats are in power. Again, I get the solid wall, and then I get the run up to the election, and I'm trying to ask about, but it's like the energy's stuck this year. I'll try one more time. Well, the U.S. get New Deal type employment programs or work programs. Decision card again. King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Ten of Ghosts, Ten of Cups rather, Four of, I can't, they're not telling me. I can feel the energy. When I reach out to feel the energy, I can feel it, but literally all I'm getting from the cards over and over and over this year, wall of energy, wall of energy, wall of energy, wall of energy. So I'm afraid I'm not much use with that. All right, it sounded like somebody maybe had an important question. So if you put it in soda bread, uses baking soda, baking powder, no yeast. Yes. Oh, good question. Okay. Where am I? 57. Okay, is the virus Pluto return related? And then I will tell you, I have the world's easiest, yummy, it's yummy, but the world's easiest soda bread recipe. But anyway, I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay, is all of this related to the United States Pluto return? Hello, Pluto. Hades. How's it going? Back in the house, huh? Those, okay, what have we got here? Because these are coming out together. You have to clear things out so that there can be new growth and future harvests. Okay, yeah, that's the energy of Pluto. I understand that. Generosity, camaraderie, higher wisdom, mismanagement, judgment for mismanagement. Yeah, I could kind of see that. It's it actually, at the moment, it feels more like Pluto and Capricorn. Us seeing the realities of the flaws in the Capricorn energy when it comes to government. Trump really is the perfect Pluto in Capricorn, biggest, ugliest rock Pluto could find to kick up. Because he isn't a politician necessarily. He is a rich, if you believe that, lying, rich businessman who, it's all high finance and big real estate deals and supposedly the financial elite and the Republicans that keep them there. And that coming up to light. But it's also showing us the higher wisdom of kindness and helping each other. So I don't know about the Pluto return yet. I think it's actually within only a couple of degrees, so it should be within orb, but this actually feels more like Pluto in Capricorn. When does Pluto go into Aquarius? I want to say 2024. So, okay, so Senate set to clear aid package after rejecting Rand Paul's amendment. Thank heavens. Will Trump be sidelined and powerless? Okay, let me throw that in there. Before the election. Trump. Okay, seriously, I'm not going to get the time stamping done on this video until 5 o'clock. All right, we're at 61. Okay. Will Trump be sidelined and powerless before the election? All right, let me reach out, see if I can get that energy. I almost have to ignore Trump because I get to hear his energy, and he's talking to the walls and making stuff up and wandering the room, and I'm just like, okay, let's see if I can find the energy. Is he going to be sidelined, powerless, maybe removed from office, anything like that? Any less of a president than he is now? That seems even possible. Is Trump going to be sidelined, marginalized, moved from office before the election? His energy is all over the place. I mean, this doesn't even feel as coherent as he was at the presser this morning. This energy is just, look over here, da-da-da. It's like, but he seemed more coherent than that at the presser. Oh, thief card. Four of Cups, Nine of Swords. Here we go again. Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Well, this is people taking action, definitely. This is American people being very, very worried. And this is definitely the rise of democratic power, in the sense that they're trying to convince people that they have a better option, which is not a hard sell, and that things can be better under Democrats. And then, but there's something missing right here, and then we've got the two knights here, and this is these are like people in the Senate. These are like Democrats and Republicans in the Senate, kind of taking up political arms. See if there's any more information there. And then I'm afraid I'm going to have to go, because doing all these readings, I can get tired. But is there anything more Trump? Again, Five of Cups, disappointment. Three of Pentacles. These are rules about replacing the president. Four of Wands. It feels like, oh, just go have a party at Mar-a-Lago or something. Seven of Pentacles. It almost feels like they want to convince him to leave. Well, you could go down to Mar-a-Lago. Well, I know that he will be investigated after he leaves office, but it almost feels like they're saying, you can just enjoy your money and enjoy your time. This is just, but this feels like it being actively, like, the energy is a mess. I'm not going to say one way or the other, because the energy is chaos and very hard to pin down. So that's what I'm getting from the cards, but the energy's nutsoid. All right, so this is fascinating. Autumn, yeah, you can enjoy yourself and we'll take care of it. Well, thank you so much for everybody. And thank you, again, we have the best moderators. I mean, there's Texicana on it, Linda Sandoval on it. I mean, all the others too. I don't want you to, Kathy W. I mean, there's a list and they're wonderful, 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 wonderful. So thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, send Trump to his Mar-a-Lago petri dish. Exactly, Keith. Fudge, energies in flux. It's chaos. It's chaotic. You should try, Autumn, you should try a rutilated quartz charging crystal. Ooh, Dave, I'll have to look that up. I don't actually know what that is. All right, so you guys have a great day. And thank you so much for being here. I hope you do have a good day. And I will be back here tomorrow at noon Central Time, and I'll cover more questions. And we'll get through this, okay? You're not alone. And hang in there. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Keep breathing. Okay, be good to the kitties. Bye-bye.